Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is a WTF video. They're the kind of videos where I question the sanity of the companies, sometimes people, and in fact sometimes the sanity of the world. So in today's video, briefly, we're going to be talking about baked beans. So I've got the lovely tin of the baked beans from Lidl. You know, the kind that you buy and you put them in your cupboard this way up and you store it there, and then when you need this you take it out, you open the lid and you turn them upside down, and if some beans stuck there, you just get the spoon and you spoon this out and hey presto, done. Believe this or not, right, there was an article, and in fact I think it's actually the whole campaign by one of the leading brands that I refuse to pay over £1 for the tin of beans, the campaign to say that apparently after all those years, us consumers and people generally been storing our baked beans the wrong way. So now they are suggesting that you store their beans upside down with a pull cord at the bottom. They're even so happy and so excited to introduce you to this new momentum of storing the beans the wrong way around. They actually brought in some labels in the tins with the label upside down. Okay, just comprehend this for a minute. What world do we currently live in, okay, that companies are so desperate for attention, okay, to introduce some nonsense idea telling you that storing your beans upside down is a good idea? Are they so desperate for the money, for the profits? Well, to be fair, maybe, just maybe, if you stop charging over £1 for the baked beans, tin of baked beans, maybe you'll sell more of them. You make, maybe a bit more money on the, the quantity rather than the price. But no, we're resorting to the fact telling me and you that storing our beans wrong. So we need to do this upside down. And do you know why they're doing this or why they're saying this? Because apparently it's actually a big deal for you to open a tin, the pull cord, pull this upside down. It's a big deal for people to get a spoon and scrape some beans at the bottom because they're stuck. Apparently this is a problem. I'm really sorry. You can see the world we currently live in, right? So the measly problem of the baked bean sticking to the bottom of the tin shouldn't really exist. This is baffling. This is somewhat, I feel, offensive to humankind. In the nowadays world, you telling me this is a problem because a couple of baked beans stick at the bottom and people can't be asked taking a spoon and getting the beans out, right? How busy is your life? How dull your life is that you have to worry about baked beans sticking to the bottom? Yes, they do sometimes. If your tin is, standing, there for a long time, yes, then maybe some of them stick to the bottom, but all you got to do, a bit of that. Happy days, right? They all loosen up, that's fine. If it doesn't happen, get the spoon, get them out, right? But no. Apparently, we're told we need to, store them in our pantry this way up, right? And it brings you, of course, guys, as a prepper, as, storing food for long-term storage, brings in the questionable safety aspect. Because those tins, they do have a pull cord. And we all know the tins with a pull cord are more susceptible to damage because obviously the rim around, okay, where the lid will just pulls off, it's a weaker point. And generally, as the time's gone by, the tins become weaker anyway, okay? So everything's thinner and the joint's thinner. So now we're talking about acidity of the tomato sauce in the beans, and we're turning this upside down, okay, and the acid sits on your lid of your tin. That's making it more susceptible to eventual leakage. Yes, I get it. Not everybody prepper, not everybody stores their beans in our pantry for maybe a year or so, but the fact is they do have a very long shelf life, okay? And to me, to telling people that you need to put your tin upside down so you don't bother getting the beans stuck, but yet totally overlooking the fact that you're potentially ruining the seal and could cause somebody severe issues if the oxygen gets in there because the seal's got damaged with the acid that is sat in it. To me, this is beyond understanding. And again, for me, thinking, those people make tins, right? Not just baked beans, they make soups, all sorts of things. They know the safety that comes with tins and how they're, to be stored. And this is, to me, the stupidest thing somebody ever came up to tell me that, oh my God, you've been doing this all wrong all your life. You have to put your tin upside down. Absolutely horrendous, absolutely stupid, totally unnecessary. And I just think this is like a stupid publicity stunt. That's, I don't know. I really don't know, but it's beyond me. This is the point of the WTF video. I don't get it. I don't understand this. But anyway, this is like more of a rant, guys, and I felt I really, as a prepper, had to voice that, because under no circumstances I suggest anybody storing their tins upside down, especially if they have the pull cord. Well, in fact, only if they got the pull cord there, because you will ruin your tin. Okay, not all of them, but chances are eventually it will rot through quicker than if you just keep your tin a normal way. So my suggestion is, right, just get yourself a spoon if you don't own one, and then spoon the beans out if they get stuck. Problem solved. There we are, guys. Anyway, sorry for ranting, but it really needed to be heard. I think, yeah, people need to know this is just horrendous. Anyway, gonna stop talking now. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up. Of course, comment your thoughts down below. Maybe you one of those people that like to, not like to, in fact, spoon the beans out and it's a big deal. I don't know. Let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.